This discovery shocked researchers. History's greatest innovators share one unexpected trait that experts consistently overlook. The pattern will change how you think about success. In 1954, a devastating cholera outbreak swept through London. Hundreds were dying. The finest medical minds of the era, trained for decades in the prevailing miasma theory, were utterly powerless. But here's the thing. The person who actually solved it wasn't a doctor at all. He was a cartographer named John Snow who simply looked at the problem differently. While specialists searched the air for invisible poisons, Snow mapped the deaths. He found the contaminated water pump. He saved thousands of lives. And this pattern, this strange phenomenon of outsiders solving problems that baffle experts, it repeats throughout history in ways that will genuinely shock you. But that's not even the strangest part of this story. David Epstein spent years researching this phenomenon. His findings, compiled in the groundbreaking book Range, reveal a truth that contradicts almost everything we've been taught about success. And this is where it gets fascinating. We've all heard the 10,000-hour rule. Start early. Specialize relentlessly. Become the best at one thing. Tiger Woods is the poster child for this approach. He was putting at age 2, appeared on television at 3, and dominated golf by his 20s. This story gets repeated endlessly. But here's what Epstein discovered. Tiger Woods is the exception, not the rule. For every Tiger Woods, there are thousands of early specializers who burned out, got injured, or simply plateaued. The research shows something far more interesting. The greatest innovators across fields share a completely different pattern. If this is already reshaping how you think, drop a like so I know to keep going. What the author reveals next is brilliant. Roger Federer, arguably the greatest tennis player of all time, didn't specialize until his late teens. As a child, he played soccer, basketball, handball, and tennis. His mother, herself a tennis coach, actively discouraged him from focusing too early. The pattern holds across domains. Duke Ellington didn't have formal music lessons until age 17. Vincent van Gogh tried being an art dealer, a teacher, and a preacher before picking up a brush at 27. Charles Darwin spent years as an aimless student, then a beetle collector, then a geology enthusiast. Think about that for a second. The man who revolutionized biology wasn't a focused prodigy. He was a wanderer who sampled widely. Epstein calls this the sampling period. And the research shows it's not wasted time. It's essential preparation for later breakthroughs. But here's where the paradox deepens considerably. But the most important lesson is this. Specialists aren't just missing out on breadth. They're actively being harmed by their depth. Epstein describes something called cognitive entrenchment. The more expert you become in one domain, the more your thinking becomes rigid, patterned, predictable. You develop what psychologists call functional fixedness. You can only see tools for their intended purpose. You literally become blind to alternative uses. Here's a startling example. Researchers gave a problem to groups of experts and to groups of people with broader, more diverse backgrounds. The problem required thinking outside established frameworks. The experts performed worse. Not slightly worse. Dramatically worse. Their deep knowledge had become a prison, trapping them inside established ways of thinking. And this explains why breakthrough innovations so often come from outsiders. They don't know the rules, so they don't know what's impossible. Keep watching, because what comes next changes everything. But everything I just told you, that's just the setup. Here's where Epstein's research becomes truly revolutionary. He studied Nobel Prize winners in science and discovered something that should fundamentally change how we educate and hire people. Nobel laureates are 22 times more likely than typical scientists to have hobbies like acting, dancing, or magic. 22 times. They're 12 times more likely to write poetry or fiction. They collect strange experiences the way most people collect credentials. The wisdom deepens when we consider what this actually means. These aren't distractions from serious work. These diverse pursuits are creating unique mental connections, novel approaches, fresh perspectives that specialized peers simply cannot access. The most successful scientists aren't just doing science. They're poets who do science, magicians who do science, musicians who understand molecules in ways pure chemists never will. If you want to see where this leads, make sure you're subscribed. And this is how you apply it. Epstein distinguishes between two types of learning environments. Kind environments, where patterns repeat and feedback is immediate, like chess or golf. And wicked environments, where patterns are hidden, feedback is delayed, and rules constantly change. Here's the critical insight. Specialization works brilliantly in kind environments. But most of real life, most of business, most of the problems that actually matter, they exist in wicked environments. What nobody expected was this. Our world is becoming more wicked, not more kind. Artificial intelligence is now handling the kind problems. The repetitive, pattern-based tasks that rewarded specialization are being automated. What remains, what will increasingly define human value, is exactly what generalists excel at. Novel connections, creative solutions, adapting to unprecedented situations. But wait, there's one more key idea that brings this all together. What comes next will change how you think about your entire career. Epstein calls it the outsider advantage. And it explains everything we've discussed. When you lack deep expertise in a field, you compensate with analogical thinking. You transfer knowledge from other domains. You ask naive questions that experts have forgotten to ask. You see the water pump when everyone else is searching the air. Here's the profound truth. The problem